This morning, the fate of Dr. Gerhardt Konig now in the hands of a jury.
The conduct in this case was meant to kill.
On Tuesday, prosecutors making their final plea, painting Dr. Konig as a vengeful husband who tried to murder his wife Ariel before witnesses heard her cries for help.
The only thing that got him to stop was being caught red-handed.
It all centers around a violent attack on this hiking trail in Oahu, which the couple visited for Ariel's birthday last March. Prosecutors say Dr. Konig tried to push her off a cliff and inject her with a syringe before he beat her with a rock, all just months after the anesthesiologist had learned about a so-called emotional affair Ariel formed with a coworker.
And because he couldn't stop thinking about it, he made a plan. He made his plan to kill Ariel.
The Maui doctor, who pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder, seen shaking his head at times before his lawyers push back.
The bottom line is Ariel Konig is not reliable.
Their argument that Dr. Konig's brutal and bloody attack was an act of self-defense after she pushed him.
He reacted. And then he felt horrible about it. And he told you about that. He never wanted to hurt her. Never. He felt terrible about it.
The weeks-long trial included gripping testimony from the 37-year-old mother recalling the attack.
He takes a deep breath, and then he just starts hitting my face and my head with a rock.
In a rare move, Dr. Konig even taking the stand in his own defense.
Did you plan this trip on Oahu to try and kill your wife?
No.
But the star witness may be his own son, Emil Konig, who testified that moments after the incident, his father admitted to the attack over FaceTime.
What did the defendant tell you during that call?
That Ari, my stepmom, had been cheating on him and that he tried to kill her.
Konig says his son misunderstood him. Now the jury will have to decide which version of events to believe.
So, Liz, if the jury believes the prosecution's version of those events, what's at stake for Dr. Konig if he's found guilty?
Yeah, well, there are multiple charges and possibilities on the table right now. If he's found guilty of second-degree attempted murder, he could spend life in prison. But if the jury can't agree on that, they could find him guilty of a lesser charge, either attempted manslaughter or attempted assault. Or, yeah, they could acquit him. Whatever the jury decides, though, they do have to reach a unanimous decision. Craig?
Okay, Liz Kreutz for us this morning. Liz, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.